In this video, we will look into more difficult problems involving the multiplication of indices. It is important to remember that in order to multiply two expressions, they must both have the same base. So, our general rule tells us that if we have an a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m, the index in our first expression, plus n, the index in our second expression. So, an example of this would be if we had a to the power of 4 multiplied by a to the power of 5. This would be a to the power of the index of the first expression, 4, plus the index of the second expression, which is 5. That gives us our answer as a to the power of 4 plus 5, 9. Look at the example here, 3a to the power of 4. Well, what does this 3 tell us? It tells us that there are 3 a to the power of 4's. So it could be written as a to the power of 4 plus a to the power of 4 plus a to the power of 4. There's 3 times a to the power of 4, or 3 multiplied by a to the power of 4. This number here, 3, is known as the coefficient of a to the power of 4. Looking at one more example, we can see that 4a to the power of 8. Well, this can simply be written out as a to the power of 8 4 times. There are 4 a to the power of 8's. The coefficient in this case is 4. If we were given the example of 3a to the power of 4 multiplied by 5a to the power of 6, we want to multiply this out. So how do we do this? Well, first of all, we can rewrite each expression as 3 multiplied by a to the power of 4. Because it's a to the power of 4, there's 3 of them, so we multiply by 3. And similarly, 5 multiplied by a to the power of 6. So, how do we go about this now? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply our coefficients together, in this case our 3 and our 5, and then we're going to multiply our algebraic expressions together, a to the power of 4 and a to the power of 6. So we have our two coefficients multiplied together, which is 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by our two algebraic expressions. So the first one is a to the power of 4, and the second one is a to the power of 6. Well, we know that 3 multiplied by 5 is equal to 15, and that a to the power of 4 and a to the power of 6, through our general rule, is a to the power of 4 plus 6. We add the indices. So this gives us our answer as 15 times a to the power of 4 plus 6, which is 10. So our answer is 15 a to the power of 10. Let us look at one more example. So we're given 10b to the power of 6 multiplied by 8b to the power of 12. Well, the first thing we notice is our bases are the same, so we can multiply them together. So we know that we can rewrite this as 10 multiplied by b to the power of 6 multiplied by 8 multiplied by b to the power of 12. Now we put our coefficients together and our algebraic expressions together. So, first of all, our coefficients. We have, first of all, our 10 multiplied by 8. And now we have our algebraic expressions. So we have our b to the power of 6 multiplied by b to the power of 12. Multiplying them out, we know that 10 by 8 is equal to 80. And second of all, we know that when we have b to the power of 6 multiplied by b to the power of 12, in order to multiply these together, we can add their indices. So it's b to the power of 6 plus 12. That gives us our final answer of 80 b to the power of 6 plus 12, which is 18.